Welcome. And this is the last of my Disney album flip throughs for this year. This is a trip I took back in September of 2024, and it was another girls' trip. So I did have two girls' trips that year. This time it was with my mom and my sister-in-law and my daughters. So I'm going to flip through this one. Hope you enjoy it. This is a different Say Cheese album. So they had three different albums that have come out, and I'm sure they'll have another one come out. And I got all three and used all three. So they're super fun albums. So this time I had had Park Friends jerseys made with the year 24, which is the year we went, and our names. They all had a different character on them. And we took a picture in front of the castle with 24, us facing the castle so that we could see the 24. Super fun. I'm so glad I have that picture. And this is the cover photo for this album. Once again, in the Simple Stories albums, they have these dividers, and I'm using these dividers basically as pages. So for the days, as dividers for each of the days that we went. So the first day we got there, Kara was not, my sister-in-law was not there yet. And so we did Disney Springs. So this is the photo out front with the orange bird. Picture of us at the Coke experience, which is kind of a fun. I did do a lot of journaling, kind of the top five things from this trip. Savor the Savannah, the first time we did that. My mom created Nana rankings for every ride. There was a lot of frozen rosé drunk on this trip. Rise of the Resistance was huge, and then everyone really loved Tron. It's kind of a filler page that I used with the different dividers. And then here is a flip out that I created, basically of me at the Coke experience, and then my daughter and I kind of enjoying some Dole Whip. On the back of that was the flaming cheese we got at Wine Bar George. Then the next day is September 19th, and this is when we went to Animal Kingdom. So I have a few pictures of us at Animal Kingdom. I did do some journaling inside the pocket. This is the photo pass photo of us in front of the Tree of Life. And in this one, I used a lot more divided page protectors where I could just stick the photos in, and that helped me get a lot more photos on the page. You'll also see I still am using these QR codes. When I do the 6x8 albums, I tend to include QR codes. It's something I don't think to do when I'm doing my regular scrapbooking, and I need to get better at it because it really does add a lot to these vacation albums. And as I'm going through these, I'm realizing I should have put more in my 12 by 12. They rode Dinosaur. Obviously, I did not ride. Mom and I did not do Dinosaur or Everest, but we got pictures of them doing it. And then story of the day is that Belle got stuck on Flight of Passage. This is one of those moments that moms don't like, but she was on Flight of Passage. The seat would not retract. And so we were there for what felt like hours to me. I think it was ended up being 15 minutes. But it was a little stressful. Ended up, she's fine. Everything was fine. And Disney treated us very well after that. They gave us a couple lightning lanes, and it wasn't anybody's fault. But here's the picture of the kids on Dinosaur, and kids and Kara on Dinosaur. Then we did the Savor the Savannah, which, oh no, yeah, I think this is actually at Santulli Canteen. We ate at Santulli Canteen. Then we have the picture of us, another picture of us in front of the tree, the safari pictures, some random pictures. So these aren't all in order. These are just pictures of that day. We have pictures of us on the Savor the Savannah, pictures of us in Pandora, and that is also Savor the Savannah. We then moved that night over to Epcot after Savor the Savannah. And, in hindsight, we maybe did a little bit too much this trip. Kind of, it was a lot to do. But in order to fit it all in and the days we had to kind of schedule everything. This is us going to Epcot that night because I wanted the kids to be able to experience Moana at night. And we also stayed for Luminous. I don't have any pictures of that. The next day was September 20th, and we are back at Epcot. Kara slept in that day, and then I have a few pictures, and here is us, and that's me with Geppetto. He happened to be walking around And I was like, I'm gonna go get a picture with me and Geppetto. And it was super fun. And the kids were like, what are you doing, Mom? And I'm like, just trust me, it's gonna be fine. So I have that in there. We did end up getting food and wine. So, but Kara ended up joining us, and we got some food and wine food. So I have the food and wine kind of, this was their symbol for the year. I typed it out about what the food we got, picture of our table. Mom and I were able to get pictures with the Walt Disney statue that was out by that time. And then I have some more individual photos of us on the Frozen ride. This is from Galaxy Edge, which is later in the night. And another of the photos of us with the Walt Disney statue. And this is where I did the journaling here. We went from Epcot to the Coronado and we had dinner at Toledo. And then we ended the night with Fantasmic. So you see the two QR codes to do Fantasmic. We really were trying to time it to see all of the nighttime events. So in order to do that, probably could have done it a little, like I said, a little bit better, but we were able to make it work so that everybody could see everything. I have learned a lot since I did this trip in 2024, and my strategies are different now. But this was the strategy I came up with back then. 9:21. We are going to start the day at Magic Kingdom with a ton of castle photos, just a ton. Then we're going to ride some rides, and our favorite ride of the trip probably was Haunted Mansion. We have everybody getting their pictures. It's my mom's favorite ride. I think it's the girls love it too. We have lots of pictures in front of and on Haunted Mansion. We then walked over to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. We did take a ride that. We rode Buzz Lightyear and Tron. Have another castle picture. And then this night we stayed for both the dessert party and the fireworks. So I have a QR code for the fireworks. September 22nd was Kara's last day. And then the girls and my mom and I all went to the Halloween party. So this is a picture from that night where we were at the Halloween party. But this is the beginning of the day where we took Kara and we went to the Galaxy's Edge. We did Rise of the Resistance. This is them playing Heads Up in line. Heads Up was a huge thing this trip. Everybody loved it. But this is them on Rise of the Resistance. I have lots of QR codes with videos of Rise of the Resistance. And then after the Galaxy's Edge part, I drove Kara to the airport. Well, mom and the girls hung out. And one of the things they did was the girls were able to ride Rock and Roller Coaster. And then when I got back, we took some photos in front of the Chinese theater. And then we left Hollywood Studios. We took a little break, and we went back to the Halloween party. So here's some pictures from the Halloween party. This is one of my favorite. I know, is a Stretch a Sketch on my YouTube channel. Another picture from the Halloween party. This is also, I believe, a Stretch a Sketch. Some pictures from the Haunted Mansion. They have an overlay, and then the ghosts are out and about during the party. And look how cool it looked during the party. This is us again on Haunted Mansion. This is us meeting Maleficent. And this also is a Stretch a Sketch, I know, from my channel. And then another picture with a photo pass, a magic shot holding the pumpkin. The Maleficent magic shot. These are so fun to look at because I haven't looked at them in a while. Happy Haunting. I love this photo of Katie and I. And this is back when Kara was with us, but I used this as the end of that day. And then we transition into the final day, and we spent the last day doing more of Epcot and Disney Springs. So this was September 23rd. So the girls and I did do Topolino's for breakfast, which was a lot of fun. So I have those photos. And then we did the Skyliner over to Magic Kingdom. I did do, this was going to be a blank page, so I ended up using a Page Evans cut file here. But I have our pictures in front of the spaceship Earth, some pictures of us around Epcot, and then our last meal at Wolfgang Puck. The final thing I have in this album, which is something that I will cherish forever, is the actual spreadsheet that I put together of our trip, which kind of talks about all of the things that we got done in this time, all of the events we did from every day and what time we did them. And if you really break it down, we were able to do so much in 4 days. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this album. I do really think the more that I've looked at this, smaller 6x8 albums really are the way to go for Disney trips like this. You can get so much done. You can break them down either by park, like I did for my 4 parks one day, or by days, like this, and like I did for the other girls' trip I took. The bigger 12 by 12 albums are great and they have a lot more space, but this really gets compact all the information you need to put into the album. So thanks for watching, and hopefully the next album I come together for Disney is going to be my Christmas trip from 2025. I'm working on that album right now as we speak. It is a 6x8 album, and when that's done, I'll do another flip through. Thanks, everybody.